head into this weekend with unprecedented situations in the playoff scenarios is just unbelievable. You can only win one. How do you address this with the team, and how do you look at it with a bunch of competitive guys?
Well, it is interesting. I've never ever been in a situation where I had to not win games and get help from somewhere else, and usually you have to win your games and get help from somewhere else, but it's not the case that time. So, this time we're just we're gonna run the guys out there and let them play. I'm sure that we're gonna play as hard as we can. We're gonna try to win games. That's what these guys want to do, their stats and all those things for their careers. So I don't see that changing. I don't see pitchers going out there trying to throw a home run derby or anything like that. So, we're just going to go play the games, and however the games break, that's how they break. And, there's no guarantee that you can win any night in baseball anyway. So it's not like, well, we're guaranteed to win X amount of games, but we have to make sure we don't. So every night it's hard to win. It's hard to win. So we're just going to go out and do the same thing we do all the time and just see where it happens from there.
Well, I'll go back to Wednesday's doubleheader, and Game 1 against the Road Warriors, as it turns out, probably didn't make all that big of difference when you look at the standings and what you need anyway this weekend.
No, it really didn't. I told the guys after that game when we came in the clubhouse, I said, look, the only thing that really matters is what happens in Texas right now, with Long Island being there for the week. I said, so the difference between Long Island and Somerset, the one game in the division, Long Island was tied with us, going into last night. Now they're a half a game ahead because they played and we didn't. But, the bottom line is Long Island needs to finish ahead of us in the wild card, because if we end up in a tie, then we would win the tiebreaker there. So their best scenario would be to try to win outright and win the division, because that's the way it would break for them. So, in the big scheme of things, these last 4 games of the year for them and for us, they mean everything. It just so happens that we're playing the team that's chasing them to try to win the division. So every time we beat Somerset, that helps Long Island stay ahead of them. So it's just kind of a crazy situation right now, but it's the situation that is, and we'll just play on and see how it goes.
Well, you did late in Game 1 get your first look at Austin Wright. What do you think of him?
No, I thought he was electric. 96, 97 on the fastball. Pretty much as advertised from what we had heard from, scouts in Major League Baseball and stuff like that. So, hard thrower. Kind of a lot like a Jarrett Martin. Jarrett Martin, he was a 96 to 98 guy too when he was here, left-handed. So, we're excited, and we're also excited that we get to keep Wright after the season, so we don't have to send him back as part of one of those, we're renting a player type thing. So both of him and DeMarte, we can keep both of those players. So I think that's 2 good arms going into next season that we know we can bring back, and then we'll just go from there.
Well, between games, they recognize the Road Warriors here in York as this will wrap up their 3rd installment since the Revs have been in the league. What do you think of that, to show them some recognition?
I appreciate that, everything that group of guys has done. I thought it was very classy of our organization to recognize them for that. I had the privilege, and I'm going to say a privilege, to manage a travel team in 2005. So I have a handle on what they went through and those kind of things. And their situation was even a little bit tougher than mine, because they played 30 more games than we did. So that was an extra month on the road for them. And we had the same bus driver and the same bus the whole year. They did not have that. So they were changing bus companies. They were getting shuttles. They were, so it was a little more logistically challenging for those guys than it was for us. But I totally I totally understand what it's like, life on the road for the whole season and never being the home team, and just the wear and tear on the players, just the in and out and the getaway days and all the checking out early at the hotel, 11, 12 o'clock. Games are 6:30, 7 at night, and then when the games are over, you're driving all night, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, checking into the next place and unload the bus, load the bus, so it's a lot. It's a lot, and you're handling the meal money and their payroll, and you're trying to get bats to them, and it's just a lot of logistical things that people don't think about that go into having a team on the road all year. So my caps off to Ellie and Gabe Suarez and all the guys that have been involved in that from the beginning, and the players, especially those guys. They battled every single night. There was no pushover there, and they've caused some teams a lot of stress. Even if it didn't turn out in wins for them, they were not an easy out. So I'm happy for them that they got the recognition they deserved, and rightfully so.
Actually, even before that, on Wednesday night, had another set of recognitions as we recognized the host families down in the field, the players down there with them, and that's a huge part of the atmosphere, the environment here in New York for these guys.
It is. When I'm recruiting players in the off season and even during the season when we're trying to get here, somebody here to replace somebody that left for whatever reason, one of the selling points here are the host families, and just how good they are and how they treat the players. And you can see we had a lot of guys that came into spring training this year that never even went to the hotel. They went in right to the host family. A lot of them came in even earlier than they had to, and the host families accommodated them right away. A lot of our host families have more than one player staying with them, which is really incredible in a lot of ways. So the host family program here has been good from the beginning since I've been here in 2010. I can't speak prior to that, but my guess is going to be it's always been a classy organization here, and we're thankful we have them because it makes it really doable for the players.
Well, we will finish Mace's interview in the middle of the first inning. We're actually just about set to go here for Game 2 tonight, as Mitch Atkins has one more warm-up to throw. Patriots lineup brought to you by Flying Feet. It'll be Justin Pacioli in center field leading things off. Ramon Flores in left field bats second. Endy Chavez in right field is hitting third. Jose Sermo, the third baseman, bats cleanup. Nate Coronado will DH and bat fifth. Hitting sixth and playing second base is Justin Trapp. Mike Francoso at first base hits seventh. Batting eighth at short is Scott Kelly, and John Nestor will do the catching and hit ninth. Atkins ready to go. Revs looking for a split after dropping Game 1 6-5 in 8 innings, and Pacioli digs in. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch. It is a fastball right there for a strike. We are underway at 8:45 here to begin Game 2. Pacioli, big game in the opener, and Atkins fires a dart on the outside corner and hitting his spots early. No balls, 2 strikes. He is 12-6, 3.90 ERA coming in tonight. The wind, the 0-2, and it misses upstairs. Pacioli, who had the tying RBI on a fielder's choice in Game 1 in the 6th, then the winning RBI on a sac fly in the 8th. And the wind, the 1-2, and a check swing, and he went. It's a breaking ball hooking away, and Pacioli couldn't stop himself. Strikeout to begin the night for Mitch Atkins. One away, and the man who leads the Atlantic League in strikeouts by a ton. He's 8th in ERA coming in, tied for first in wins, and he leads in strikeouts by 15 and by 24 over the next closest active pitcher. Here's Flores, fastball, that's in for a strike. Atkins now with 132 strikeouts on the year. He needs 8 tonight to tie the Revs' single-season record. Pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball elevated at 91, and Flores couldn't connect. He is hitting at 268, 4 home runs, 30 driven in. Base is empty, 1 out. A playoff feel as Atkins fires and just missed away. That was close. Revs need help to get in, but feels like that type of atmosphere on a late season weekend here. 75 degrees at the start. Atkins winds, fires, swing and a pop fly. Shallow left. Dotel is in left in game 2. He's in under it waiting. Makes the one-hand grab. 2 up, 2 down. Revs have gone to the home whites. In game 2, Patriots in all gray. Our umpiring crew, Tim Detweiler behind the plate, Bill Reuter at first, Warren Nicholson at third. 75 degrees and cloudy under the nighttime sky. Weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. And with 2 away, here is Endy Chavez. First pitch fastball, that's in for a strike. The team record for strikeouts in a season, 139 by Chris Cody in 2013. Atkins now has the most in a season by a righty. Here's a foul back against the netting. And he's ahead 0-2. He came in tonight already with the second highest total in a season in Revs history. His 12 wins are tied for 5th. A 13th would be tied for 4th. The record is 15 by Cody 5 years ago. Pitch to Chavez is inside, made him dance back. That one on the board at 94. Chavez hitting 284, 2 homers, 40 driven in. And Atkins the wind, the pitch. Fastball inside again. His last 44 games, Chavez has hit 341, 389 the last 10, and he's 40 years old. Atkins stares, nods yes. Here's the wind, the pitch, swinging a ground ball, slapped to short. Dent will circle it, charging right, throws it off balance, got him. Nash digs it out on a backhand pick at first base. And a 1-2-3, top of the first for Mitch Atkins. At the end of a half, Patriots nothing, Revs coming up. We conclude the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report with Mace.
All right, Mace, well, we head into this weekend with unprecedented situations in the play. Well, looking at game 2 then, Joe Van Meter got the start, and another good one for him going into the 5th inning for you.
Yeah, Joe was good. I mean, pitch count got up there a little bit, but, I mean, he had a decent amount of strikeouts, 6-7 strikeouts, and, 7-inning game, so he gave us 4+, and then the bullpen was able to, nail it down from there.
I know we've talked about Henry Castillo a lot, but he had the big hit with that 3-run opposite field shot, and he really has gone the other way a lot for your team at the plate.
Oh, he really has, especially from the left side. From the left side, I think he hits the ball a little bit better the other way than maybe from the right side, but the majority of his at-bats have been from the left side this year. So Henry is somebody that, once he got in there on a regular basis and got his at-bats and his reps and kept getting his work in every day. I think when he first came here, being a younger guy, maybe the speed of the league and the quality might have been a little bit that he had to adjust to, and he's done a really good job with that. And and he's a good guy too, good clubhouse guy, plays the game hard, and that's what you want.
Well, lastly, this weekend, I know you left tomorrow and Sunday is TBA for now. Those are the days impacted by the doubleheaders, but tonight you've got guys on regular rest or even a day extra, and the job that Logan's done for you this year and the job that Mitch Atkins has done for you this year, he certainly should be in the conversation for some awards.
I agree. Logan has been, really, really good for us, since he got here. I think it was sometime late May or whenever it was, but, he filled a big big void for us, when we lost Groats and Detweiler, and then Jay Goss went down with the elbow injury, and so Logan came in, filled a big void for us in that regard, and has done a really good job. And let's face it, I mean, Atkins is on a short list of guys I think that you could say pitcher of the year. I think he's on a short list, and wins and strikeouts and things like that. So and Mitch, Mitch has eaten up a lot of innings for us this year, and he's given us some really good starts. So when you're leading the league in wins or right up there close, I think that says all that needs to be said as far as what he's done for his ball club.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason wrapping it up. It's a 1-1 count on Alonzo Harris leading off. Took outside, then fouled one back. The third one he swings and misses as Bilo went off speed to him. 1-2 will set the Revs lineup for you. No score here in the first. Atkins went 1-2-3 in the top half. Bilo sets, delivers, and a swing and a nubber toward the middle, and it is going to crawl behind second. That'll be good enough for an infield hit. Justin Trapp backhanded it, going out towards short, and then into shallow left. A desperate throw, but no chance to get Zoe, who's on to start the night. The Revs lineup is Harrison center, Alexi Casilla at second. Hitting third is Melky Mesa, the DH. Talvin Nash at first base bats cleanup. Wellington Dotel in left field is hitting fifth. Jared Mitchell in right will bat sixth. And then Henry Castillo at third, Ryan Dent at short, and Tyler Clark doing the catching. Here's Alexi, and he squares, pulls back, takes a little bit high. Ball one from Bilo, who's 8-6 with a 4.07 ERA. Go to the back of the mound. I think he wanted to strike on that first pitch and didn't get it. Now the 1-0, and Alexi inching up in the box, shuffling the feet, but taking a strike. He is at 327 entering game two. After going 1 for 4 in game one. Bilo's been tough on the Revs. He nods yes to his sign. Stares at first, and he'll throw over that way. Alonzo with 13 steals is back. Bilo on May 15th this year went 6 scoreless here in York. And then on June 13th, beat them at home, 5 innings, 1 run. July 1st, won again here as he throws over again. That game was 6 innings, 3 runs for him. And in that one, he struck out a season-high 8. So he's 3-0 against the Revs in 3 starts. And another move to first. Alonzo back again. 2.12 ERA against York in 3 starts. He's only walked 2 in those 3. It's a good control pitcher, only 22 walks in 21 starts this year, 88 strikeouts. Now deals, swing at a line drive at short off the glove of Kelly. Ricochets behind him, he scampers back, picked up, through to second late. And Alonzo beats it there. Kelly trying to go up the ladder and jump. And it hit off his leather. It's a base hit for Casilla. And Harris beats the recovery attempt at second. 2 on, nobody out.
Just a mistimed jump right there for Kelly at short. It looked like he was going to be able to grab that. It looked like from the start he timed it right, but just a little bit too early. It goes off the glove.
And now Melky, who enters game 2 at 3:35, 1 point behind Valdespin. First pitch is dribbled foul down to Polo at third.
How about a gapper to retake that league lead in RBIs?
He's 1 behind Galen, although let's see what Galen's done tonight.
True, it isn't it? What was it, 11-0 last we checked?
That was the last, yeah.
So he might have a couple.
Mesa with 85 ribbies, 20 home runs. Pitch It is a fastball called strike. Craig Massey in game 1 went 0 for 2. His average is also now at 335. So he and Mesa both 1 point behind Valdespin, who's now inactive. Pitch, swing and a miss. Cutter down and in, gets Mesa swinging this time. And one away here in the bottom of the first. Well, whether it's our internet or Lancaster's internet, I'm going to go with theirs.
Probably Lancaster's.
I can't tell you what the update is right now. Probably theirs. Here's Telvin Nash. Can tell you that Sugarland still leads Long Island 2-0. They're now in the bottom of the 5th. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. First pitch, swing and a line drive, left field. Flores in, it's going to hang up for him. And makes the grab on a looping line drive. Nash didn't quite square that one up. 2 outs in the inning. And the guys at the top set the table, which is not good for an opposing pitcher against this lineup, but Belo's gotten Mesa and Nash, and he will now face Dotel. He enters play at 305 overall.
Should be well rested after that game 1 off in the dugout.
First pitch, he swings and tips a foul behind the plate. 305 overall, 315 with York. 305 average is 9th in the league. No score here in the bottom of the first inning in game 2. Now ready, second baseman backs away. Pitch is in the dirt, check swing. Dotel stops it in time. Belo won his last start at New Britain, gave up 3 in 5 2/3. Snapped a 2-game skid, although in the 2 losses he pitched pretty well. On the 1-1, and that's in tight. Dotel, a late jump backward. It was a cutter that started in and kept running toward his waist. Belo's got a 4-seamer, a cutter, changeup, and a 12-6 curve. 6'3" lefty, now 32 years old. Former Tigers prospect who now lives in Lakeland where they train. Again, trap at second, backs away. Pitch is looped the other way, foul into the seats in right. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dotel.
Revs would benefit from getting on the board early against Belo, because when he's had success against the Revs this year, it seems like he's gotten better as the game's gone on. So to get to him early, that could lead to bigger and better things as the game goes on this time.
He was an all-star in the league as a reliever last year. The pitch, and a swing and a jam shot past Belo towards second. Sliding pick. Scott Kelly, he toe drags the bag as he tumbles over, and the inning ends on a marvelous play from short. As Dotel got jammed, he punched it past the pitcher, and Kelly, tumbling over second base, records the out, dragging his cleats across the bag. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. We've played an inning in game 2. It's a scoreless game.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
No score going to the second inning here in Game 2 tonight. Mitch Atkins a 1-2-3 first. He will face Jose Sermo leading things off here in the second inning. Sermo 0 for 2 in Game 1. He did walk twice. He is now 2 for 10 in 3 games played with Somerset. And Atkins fires first pitch of the inning. A big swing and a miss. Strike one. Be it Sermo, Coronado, and Trapp. Atkins entering the night. He fires, swing and a miss, high cutter. Enters the night 3 1/3 innings behind the league lead in that department. Kyle Simon 144. Atkins 140 2/3. Now the 0-2. Fastball just inside. Tim Detweiler, the plate ump, looking to his right to let everybody know he thought it was in. But Atkins has gone in there a lot early against these lefties. And he's spotted it well, missing in off the plate. Went ahead in the count, which is fine. On the wind, the 1-2. Backdoor hook, and it missed low. Revs offense came back for him in his last start Saturday at Somerset. A dramatic comeback win. The 2-2. And that just missed down and away. He is pretty pinpoint here early. When he's missing, it is just a hair off. Now the wind, the payoff pitch, and it misses low. Leadoff base runner. Sermo walks for the 3rd time in this doubleheader.
It's a rare walk from Mitch Atkins, especially a leadoff walk. He's been so successful this year because guys just aren't on base against him. And when he's in a groove, that you're not going to get hits off Mitch, and then if you can't walk, you're not going to do anything. A rare walk. But he knows how to work around that, no problem.
Strikeout total leads the league by a ton. It's 131 coming in, only 33 walks coming in. Here's Coronado, who takes a cutter for a strike. Coronado hitting .283, 10 home runs, 38 ribbies. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI bloop hit in the opener as Atkins fires over. Sermo diving back. Mitch, his last start, Patriots got 7 runs, 5 earned on 10 hits against him in 6 innings, but that was the dramatic 10-8 comeback as he throws over close, and Sermo got the hand in according to Bill Reuter. Talvin Nash, a few words for Bill, who looked like he was going into his out call and then signaled safe.
That was really close, and to me, when I peeked over, it looked like, he was about to go into that out call. Held up.
Another move, and Sermo dives in again. That was a tremendous move from a righty. Leadoff man on, no score here in the second inning in Game 2. The 0-1, swinging a rip at third. It took a hop past Castillo and into left field. Sermo is on at second. Coronado is safe at first. It was in between.
And Castillo just trying to get leather on it, flung the glove out, but I think it took a higher hop than anticipated.
Yeah, I think that it took a weird hop because of the cut out of the grass. I think that's where it hit. And that's one where, you know, you try to get the glove out in front, and if not, it can either go over your head or pass you, which it did, or hit you in the face. Castillo lucky that didn't drill him.
Now the first 2 men on. Here's Trapp. Certainly could be a threat to bunt. And he's not going to. Fastball misses inside. Trapp hitting .276, 7 home runs. A walk and a tricky single, maybe even a tricky bad hop single to start the inning. The 1-0. And a drive deep, but way, way foul. Trapp out in front of it and over the third base stands. Mitch, along with Robert Carson, both double-digit winners this season. 5th time in Revs history that the Revs have had multiple 10-game winners on staff, as Atkins lifts the leg, turns and stares Sermo back. The record was 3 in 08. Wayne Franklin, Aaron Rockers, Corey Thurman. And then they had 2 in 2012, Thurman Cody. 2 in 2014, Jorge Martinez and Alan Keano. And then 2 last year. Pitch is popped up. In the infield, Atkins pointing up. It's Alexi in from second to the grass behind the mound. He snatches it. Infield fly rule in effect, 1 away. Last year, by the way, those 2 were Frank Gailey and Jay Goss. 1 down. Here's Mike Francoso.
It's a good pitch by Mitch to get Trapp out in front a little bit, pop it up. Just what you needed with first and second and no outs.
Francoso, .268, couple of homers on the year, left-hand hitter. Revs held him 0 for 4 in game 1. Got off to a blazing start to the year. First pitch, it is down and away. Had a big first half. Former University of Maine Black Bear. He's a teammate in college of Stephen Paraxelis, who we will not see this weekend. 1-0, and that darts inside, a sharp cutter, but in off the plate. Now going to the 6th in Texas, still 2-0 Sugarland. Now Atkins ready, and the 2-0. Swinging a line drive, base hit right field. Mitchell coming in, gloves it. They're going to send Sermo. Mitchell up throwing. Couple hops home, and it's late. 1-0 Somerset. Coronado goes to third on the play. RBI single for Mike Francoso. And the Patriots have struck first.
Looked like Glenn Barker tried to hold Sermo coming around, but then I think just said, you know, go once he saw Mitchell's throw wasn't going to get there. That's a good throw by Jared. It's on line, but when it hits that ground there, it just dies. Isn't able to skip to Clark quickly.
Yeah, the surface is way softer and slower than it's ever been with all the rain. Earlier this summer, it was pretty hot. It was yielding some hard ground balls, but that is not the case now, and including throws coming in from the outfield like that. There's a throw over to first, Francoso back standing. And he's a threat to run, especially with first and third. The hitter is Scott Kelly. Francoso, 23 steals, thrown out 6 times this year. Atkins the pitch. Oh, look out. Up and in on Kelly, who was squaring to bunt. Mitch certainly didn't mean to go there on his former teammate, and Kelly was able to spin out of the way somehow. That looked like it was toward his face when it left the hand. Revs set up to turn 2. Kelly hitting .189.
Atkins, the 1-0. Swinging a high fly, left center field. It's going to send Harris back. Medium deep. He'll catch it, but that'll score Coronado from third. He tags and comes home. Sac fly for Scott Kelly, who is not at all known for his power, but drove that one plenty deep enough to score the run. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he was able to do a job right there. And that's all Somerset really needed to get that extra run in.
Now a 2-0 head start for them. And here is John Nestor, the catcher. He's played in 3 games, 2 for 10 at the plate since being acquired. First pitch, fastball, that's in for a strike. And Francoso remains a threat to run, although if he were to get thrown out, they'd have the number 9 hitter leading off the next inning. Tyler Clark behind the plate with Atkins tonight. Throw over, that was fairly close, but Francoso in.
That was a great move by Mitch. Really quick snap over to first, and Telvin with a quick tag.
He does have 3 pickoffs or caught stealings that he's initiated this season. As the 0-1, runner goes, swing and a miss. Clark can't get the grip to throw it. It was a cutter up and trying to reach in to get the laces. It slipped on him just a little. Stolen base number 24. And Francoso at second. There are 2 strikes on the hitter now. 0-2 on Nestor with 2 outs. And Clark, who's usually Atkins' roommate on road trips. They have a great rapport, pitcher and catcher. Time asked for by the hitter Nestor. Nestor was brought over from the Wichita Wingnuts of the American Association. It's the 0-2. Swing, and he floats one. Shallow left center. Dent is out, and it plops in. And Francoso around third. The steal immediately leads to a run on a bloop hit. A thud off the end of the bat, and Nestor parachutes it in shallow left center. It is 3-0 Somerset here in the top of the second inning.
They've been able to manufacture runs. That's what this team does. Getting around on a good pitcher like Atkins, and it goes back to that leadoff walk, part of the reason why this rally has happened the way it has. But Mitch has made some good pitches. It's not like Somerset's tearing the cover off the ball.
Here's Pacioli. He takes a curveball strike.
It's 1 walk, so that's not the entire reason. But you look at the single from Francoso. That ball's hit pretty hard, but just through the hole between first and second. And then that bloop hit right there.
Now the 0-1, and that misses inside. Top of the order, Pacioli, who was a strikeout victim of Mitch's to start the game. 3-0 Somerset lead, 3 in the second. Atkins will back off the mound, go to the spike cleaner. He had some cake to his cleats. Massey out of the lineup in game 2. Pacioli leading off again. Pitch. It is a slider just darted outside. 2-1. Final start of the regular season for Atkins. He's had a great year, looking for win number 13 tonight, but the Patriots have struck first. The pitch. And look out. Line foul into the end level. Or the end skybox in the suite level. Skybox 1. It bounces right back down. 2-2. Looks like everybody up there is all right. That plexiglass gets tested a lot.
Yeah, it does. It's holding up.
2-2. Swinging a line drive to center. That's going to fall in shallow center field. As Pacioli fists one back up the middle, he's got a base hit. That is the 4th hit of the inning. And it's first and second for Ramon Flores. All the hits singles.
Well, they are. I mean, they're not all hard hit, but the Patriots are getting the bats around on him. They're hitting the ball, and give them credit for hitting what Mitch is offering out there. Mitch doesn't look bad out there. He's making pitches. And just Somerset right now finding the holes.
Now Ramon Flores, the hitter, flied to left his first time. He's been on a good stretch. A lot of their hitters have been. Last 18 games played, he's hit .333. Which gets him up over 260 after a bit of a slow start. Atkins the pitch. Breaking ball called strike. Flores started the year at AAA with the Red Sox. At Pawtucket, he hit .215, was released July 4th. Former big leaguer with multiple clubs. The 0-1, and he swings, got jammed, loops it, shallow right center, that falls. And around third is Nestor. He scores. Throw has to be tossed into second base. It's another RBI bloop hit to this inning that have just gotten over middle infielders going out. It is 4-0. And Fletch a visit right off the bat handle, and Alexi did all he could, going straight out from second, but it just carried over his glove. And there has been nothing that has broken Atkins' way this inning. 4-0. It'll be first and third for Endy Chavez, the 9th hitter of the inning.
It's got to be frustrating for Mitch because he's making pitches, and you look at that blooper right there from Flores. That's just a jam shot that is just, it falls where nobody is. Casillas not able to get to that. That's a really tough play for a second baseman, and Mitchell, playing his normal depth, can't get to that ball. So you really you can't do much about it. And because this is all with 2 outs, these guys are running as soon as contact is made, so it's not like they have to hold up on these pop-ups. Like, for example, when Francoso was out at second base, with 1 out, no outs, he holds up on that ball to left center that dropped in front of Zoe after he made a long run there. But with 2 outs, he scores easily because he's running.
Now Chavez, he swings, launches one deep down the line and right. Mitchell chasing into the corner, and it lands foul. It did not have home run distance. And Mitchell gave it an effort down in the corner, but hit somewhere foul out of our vantage point. Now, 2 bloop RBI hits alone this inning. Nestor scoring on that last one. He had done the swinging on the previous one. 4 runs on 5 hits in the inning. Chavez a ground out to short his first time up. The 0-1, and it's a changeup in the dirt, handled by Clark. Atkins at 41 pitches now, after a pretty quick first. Long Island turned aside scoreless in another inning. They're now in the bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Sugarland. Here's a backdoor slider that misses, and it is 2-1 on Chavez. First and third. And Atkins with the pitch. Swinging a line drive, base hit to right. Off the end of the bat, but they find another opening through the right side there. And Pacioli in to score. It's 5-0. Chavez, an RBI single, pulled into right. First and second for Sermo, who started the inning with a walk.
And another ball not hit hard, but it finds a hole. It's a really frustrating inning. It's led to 5 runs.
Baseball and golf, right?
Yeah.
2 most frustrating.
Yep. Don't think there's anything else that comes close.
Here's Sermo. First pitch, he fouls it back against the netting. Now the Revs in a 5-run deficit here early. And now Atkins will step off. It looked like he was primed to have one of his nights, too, the way the first inning started. It's the 0-1, fastball just inside. And he still may come out and put up 3 zeros after this.
Yeah.
Revs have their work cut out for them against Dwayne Belo in a 7-inning game. The 1-1, swinging a number foul down the first base line. It's got to be over 30 pitches this inning, I would think. He's now at 46. I don't think he got to 16 in the first. First inning was pretty quick. But continuing to mix speeds. That was a change-up there. 1-2. Fastball on the outside corner, and that is strike 3 called. But the Patriots send 10 men to the plate in the inning. They score 5 runs on 6 hits. And the vast majority not hit hard. 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Somerset out to an early 5-0 lead.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the 3rd play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on. Come on. Yes!
Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
5-0, Somerset the lead. Jared Mitchell will lead it off, shows bunt, takes low from Dwayne Belo. The attendance for the doubleheader has been announced, 4,077, 40-77. Very nice Friday night crowd. The 1-0 and a breaking ball just outside. Mitchell, Castillo, and Dent here this inning looking to respond. And there was maybe one hard-hit ball in that inning. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Base hit number 3 for the Revs. As Mitchell grounds a sharp single into center. And he's a leadoff base runner. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wise Markets, York Water Company, and Twin Pine Country Farm Store. Here's Henry Castillo. Enters game 2 tonight, hitting at .308. 2 home runs. And he'll bat from the right. He is hit for a high average from both sides, the switch hitter has. First pitch, it is down low. I mentioned Belo, who was in the Tigers system and now lives where they train, Lakeland, Florida. He actually grew up an hour from Detroit, in Britain, Michigan. There's the 1-0 and a swing and a tip foul behind the plate. All-star reliever last year. And a .288 ERA. They made him a starter pretty much from the beginning this season. He was a 19th round pick of the Tigers in '06. Now fires and dumped it in the dirt. Nestor handles it, but now 2-1 on Castillo. Below 8 years in the Tigers system, major league debut in July of 2011. First of 3 years that he got a call-up between Detroit and eventually Miami as well. 43 total appearances. The 2-1, and it's down and in. Fastball. So hitter's count for Castillo, looking to ignite something. York Mitsubishi out of town scoreboard. It's now 3-0 Sugarland in the 6th inning. Pitch and a ground ball sharply to short. Right there, Kelly flips to trap, and they'll turn two. No, they won't. Francoso at first drops the relay. It was a little low. I'm not sure if it hit the dirt first, but at any rate, he could not handle it. And it was a dead double play ball, hit hard, which is what the infielder wants, but they do not complete it.
They scored that a fielder's choice and an error, or just a fielder's choice?
Just the fielder's choice. But may as well have been.
Yeah, doesn't kill the inning, so that's good. Then no double play.
And they've now gone to the 7th inning in Texas, 3-0 Sugarland. Here's Dent. First pitch is down and in.
Live to see another day.
That's right.
Be nice if that could have happened the last 3 days instead of just one of the last 3.
Sugarland's beaten everybody at home all year until this week. Did they lose 2 of the first 3?
Yeah.
A 1-0 to Dent. Swinging a ground ball off the glove of a diving third baseman, Sermo. And Kelly, going in that direction, can only pick it up as the deflection settled in the infield dirt. That's a base hit for Dent. Sermo diving to his left, had it glance off. And it's first and second for Tyler Clark.
Well, there's a break for the Revs, a hard hit ball that ends up not being a Webb gem. Looked like it was going to be at the start. And now a chance for Tyler to do some damage. But it was the first game of that series down in Sugarland that Long Island was down by 1 with 2 outs in the 9th, and they tied it and took the lead and won it in the bottom of the 9th when K-Rod closed it out.
First pitch to Clark, swing, and he fouls it against the netting. Clark at 186, 6 home runs. It's a shame. I wish he wouldn't have had that finger injury because he was swinging the bat pretty well, and his numbers pretty severely impacted by hitting at less than 100% in the second half. It's the 0-1, and he watches a strike come in, 0-2.
Yeah, the numbers don't do what he's done justice. It's been fun to watch him progress as a hitter from the start of the year when he was switch hitting to making adjustments, sticking with just the right-hand side. Has a lot more power from that side, and he's been able to drive the ball to the gaps as well. He's come up with a lot of clutch hits.
Revs down 5-0 here in the bottom of the second. Here's the stretch, the 0-2, and it's in the dirt. Another one that Nestor handles. Nestor, who was brought over from the American Association, as we said. I don't know how rare it is. I know it's very rare. I don't know how many have done it, but he is playing after having already been a coach at the pro level. He's a coach in the Padres system for 2 years. Minor league catching instructor as well. The 1-2, and that's down and in. He briefly retired. Played in Wichita in 2015, had a big year, then retired to be a catching instructor and a coach. and then played again this year. Pitch to Clark. That's up high, 3-2. And he is known for his defense. He threw out 27% of base stealers this year, 44% the previous year that he played. And the stretch from Bilo, the 3-2, and it's a called third strike. A cutter up and on the inner part of the plate. Clark rung up. He might have been looking for something else on 3-2 there. And that is out number 2 in the inning. Bilo's second K of the night. We'll go back to the top and Alonzo Harris. "5-0 Patriot lead here in the second inning. Alonzo, an infield hit his first time. Looking to make something happen here and answer in a positive way. Bilo steps off, staring back at Castillo, who was dancing at second. Now ready, the first pitch, swinging a chopper foul over along the third base side. Revs getting Harris and Nash back in early August. Those situations were what they were. They both started the year in Mexico. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a foul tip back to the net. Pretty hefty hack there. The one that was so frustrating was Tejeda. To be here, have to leave, have to wait, and wait.
That really was frustrating because that was an important part of the Revs schedule right when they went down to Sugar Land, and he wasn't able to make that trip.
Bilo ready, a look back, the 0-2, and it's in the dirt again. Nestor wears it, keeps it in front. I see why they picked him up. They had a real catching concern. Jovan Gonzalez was hurt for a while. He did play in game 1 tonight, but Somerset had a catcher acquired his rights, but they couldn't get him to the United States due to his visa issue. That was a position they were concerned about heading through the second half, knowing that they're in the playoffs already. 1-2. Oh, excuse me, check swing, foul tip. Back to the backstop. That one cutting and running further and further in, right towards Zoe's fingertips.
Well, back to the point about the Somerset's catching situation, a few different teams in the Atlantic League this year have had problems. The Revs being one of them for about a month period where it seemed like everybody was getting hurt or had to leave. But even Southern Maryland has struggled to keep guys healthy at that position as well.
Another 2-2, and it's down and away. Good at bat from Zoe. Runners will be in motion. Revs down 5-0 in the second. Well, apparently it's only 2-2. It is not 3-2. As Tim Detweiler signals that. So I hope they don't. I hope they don't run right now.
No, I think they're good. See what happens.
We'll find out shortly as Bilo steps off. Now the lefty ready. The 2-2, Castillo does run, and Harris flares one at short. It's going to be caught, though, and it won't matter. A humpback line drive caught by the shortstop, Kelly. And the Revs, who stranded 2 in the first, have 2 left on in the second inning as well. 2 more base hits. They have 4 hits already, but trail 5-0. Michael with the play-by-play as Game 2 goes to the third.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank has been serving your county for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Wealth is the ability to feed 100 stray dogs.
Turn empty parking lots into playgrounds.
Watch your child walk down the aisle.
As Henry David Thoreau once said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we help our clients identify their ambitions, dreams, and financial goals and develop actionable plans to pursue their passions and interests. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help you fully experience life. Visit us at wealthofknowledgeyork.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gauls. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
5-0 Patriots, top of the third inning from PeoplesBank Park. Michael Marcantonini taking over on the play-by-play. Mitch Atkins gave up 5 runs on 6 hits in the second inning. A lot of softly hit balls, though, not too much hard hit in the inning, but he's back to work in the third. He gets a swinging strike of Nate Coronado, the DH, leading off the third. Coronado singled and scored a run in that second inning. The Patriots sent 10 to the plate. They lead at 5-0. 0-1 the count on Coronado. There's another swing and a miss. 87 on the gun from Atkins. It's 0-2. Coronado trapped Francoso 5-6-7 in the order for the Pats. So they look to extend their lead. The Patriots, a comeback win in Game 1 of this doubleheader. They won it 6-5. The Revs had a 5-2 lead at one point, and Atkins gets another punch out. 3 in the game. Slider swung on and missed by Coronado. That one nasty, sweeping across the zone. 1 up, 1 down in the third. That'll bring up Justin Trapp, who's in right field in Game 1. He tripled in the top of the 8th inning in Game 1 and came in to score what turned out to be the winning run off Michael Click in that game. And he is 0 for 1 with a pop out in this one. Atkins readies the first pitch. Here it is. Slider over, no, a little bit low. And we have a little bit of a mist right now coming down here in York. That's just what we needed and just kind of how this season's gone. Why not a little bit more rain? Well, it better not affect pitcher's BP tomorrow. 1-0 from Atkins, that misses. Well, this rain that's coming down, I mean, it is rain, but it's really just a mist. It's nothing that's going to affect this game. Some fans taking cover. Nothing crazy. 2-0 pitch, dribbled foul right side. It's 2-1. 5-0 Patriots, top 3. 1 out, no one on. What it's doing right now, it's basically as if it were a 95-degree summer day with, blazing sun, and you want a mist like this. But right now it's, 70 and dark in September. You don't necessarily want it, but it's not too much of a problem. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It's 2-2. Where was this mist back in July and August when we were, dying of heat in this unair-conditioned broadcast booth? Well, we're getting it a little late. Why not? 2-2 pitch. Trapp skies this one out to deep left center. Melky on his horse. He's not going to get there because it's way over the wall. A solo home run for Justin Trapp, and it's now a 6-0 Somerset lead. The Trapp got a hold of that one off Atkins. Was able to drive it to left center. And that one off the bat, just, you knew it was going to go at least off the wall, but that one way out of here. Solo home run. It's now 6-0. So Trapp, who tripled in Game 1, now has a homer. 2 extra base hits for him in the doubleheader. Brings up Mike Francoso, the lefty swinging first baseman. He chops the first one foul right side. Atkins will serve up some long balls, but he normally keeps them as solo shots. There's the 0-1 pitch. It misses low. It's 1-1. Six 0 Patriots, top of the third inning. They've tacked on one more run. Clark wants it low and away. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball right there. Paints the glove. It's 1-2. Atkins has now given up 22 homers on the year. 9 of them have been solo shots. 8 have been 2-run shots, 5 3-run shots. So between the solo and 2-run homers, I mean, it's the equivalent of giving up a base hit that scores a run. Just 1 run. 1-2 the count on the batter, Francoso. Atkins trying to come back and get a big out after the homer. And the pitch popped up foul behind home plate. Revs have 4 hits but no runs. Patriots 7 hits. They have 6 runs. 1-2 pitch coming from Atkins. Here it is. Slider diving down and in. That Francoso lays off, and the count goes to 2-2. Well, the numbers for Atkins are incredibly impressive this year. He had a rough start his last time out, took a loss, but it was his 15th start with 1 walk or fewer. It was his 7th start with no walks this season, his last time out. 9 different times he struck out at least 7 batters in a game this year. He has 3 starts with 10-plus Ks. Now time is called as Francoso will step out, now back in the box. Clark wants it inside, the 2-2. Line drive over the head of Nash into right field, a base hit. Francoso's now 2 for 2 with 2 singles to right field. Both hard hit balls. He's been on Atkins today. Now a man on first with 1 out in this 6-0 game. Atkins up to 62 pitches right now in the third. The pitch count, not an issue for Atkins, but based on what inning it is, that's the issue. Atkins will have no problem going, 115 pitches in this one. But it's just a matter of how far he can go and eat up innings with that high pitch count. First pitch to Scott Kelly is fouled off. It's 0-1. Atkins has 3 strikeouts in the game, so he's now 5 away from tying the single-season franchise record of 139 set by Chris Cody in 2013. Atkins has won 12 of his last 18 starts and 5 of his last 8, looking at another one to that total. So he gets a pop-up to the right side now. Nash and Casilla over. Nash is going to make the grab in foul territory on the right side. 2 outs in the inning. Atkins on the losing end right now, but he's going to look to keep it where it is. It's a 6-0 Somerset lead in the top of the third. 2 outs and no one on. Here's the catcher, John Nestor. Nestor coming over from the Wichita Wingnuts, Darryl mentioned last inning. Gotta be, that's up there for one of the best nicknames in pro baseball, the Wingnuts. I like it. First pitch, he swings and drives this one out to deep left field. Melky going back. Oh, that's Dotel out there. He makes the grab at the wall, and the inning is over. So Nestor gave it a ride, but just warning track power in front of the arch nemesis. Dotel makes the grab. Patriots do add 1 on the solo home run from Justin Trapp. And after 2.5, it's 6-0 Somerset. We'll go to the bottom of the third next.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
It's going to be another epic year in high school football, and Sports Radio 1350 is ready for kickoff. Tune in every Friday night this fall for the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Plus, go to WOIK1350.com for a full breakdown of the teams and the players of the 2018 York Adams League. The high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch the action every Friday night on Sports Radio 1350, online at WOIK1350.com, or download the new WOIK app.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOIK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Patriots 6 and the Revs nothing. Bottom of the third inning. Alexi Casilla, Melky Mesa, Telvin Nash 2-3-4 in the Revs order to face Dwayne Below, left-handed starter for the Patriots. Below's first pitch of the inning is a fastball right down the chute for strike one. It's 0-1 on Alexi. The third baseman, Sermo, is guarding the line at third, up on the bag. Middle infielder's back deep. The first baseman, Francoso, way off the line. Now Casilla swings at the 0-1 and sends a fly ball out to left center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Pacioli was way deep in center. The left fielder, Flores, couldn't get there in time either. And Alexi has his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2. We'll bring up Melky Mesa, the DH. He struck out swinging with 2 on and no outs in the first. That was a missed opportunity for the Revs. Casilla now a multi-hit game after that knock. Yet another one in that department for him. Mesa steps in. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. A tight slider on the outer half. It's 0-1. Melky's hit safely now after his Game 1 performance today with a single. He has hit safely in 30 of his last 34 games, dating back to August 5th. The 0-1 pitch to him, fly ball, center field and deep. Pacioli a couple steps back. He's under it, makes the grab. Casilla bluffed a tag attempt to second. The throw was a rifle into second, and Casilla will head back to first. So Mesa hit it hard and gave it a ride, but it is a fly out and just out number one here in the third. Now Telvin Nash comes to bat. 1 out and a man on first. Revs down 6-0. I mentioned another multi-hit game for Casilla. That is multi-hit game number 44 for him on the season. 4 more than Mesa in second place. Dotel close behind with 37, but 44 multi-hit games for Alexi as Nash takes a ball off the plate. 32 of those now, including tonight, are 2-hit games. He has 10 3-hit games. That also leads the team. 1-0 on Nash. He's due for a long ball. It's been a little bit. Below checks on Alexi at first. The 1-0 pitch to Telvin. Line drive, base hit over the outstretched glove of Kelly at short into left center. 2 knocks in the inning for the Revs. Nash is on the board with his first hit of the game. Revs in business now with 2 on and just 1 down for Wellington Dotel. Well, Dotel did not play in Game 1. He only played in one of the 2 games of the doubleheader against the Road Warriors 2 days ago, so he's gotten a little bit of rest lately. Revs down 6-0, bottom 3, 1 out, and runners at first and second for Dotel. Revs outfielder has hit .364 in 13 games against Somerset this year. He's 16 for 44 coming in, 0 for 1 in this one. First pitch from Below. Dotel takes a little bit low. It's 1-0. Dotel has a homer, 4 RBIs, and 3 doubles this year against Somerset. He's reached base at a 404 clip. He has hit the Pats well. Below checks second. Now the 1-0. Dotel inside outs it foul down the right side. It's 1-1. 1 out in the inning. Casilla at second, Nash at first. They both singled. Mesa flew out in between those 2 singles. Revs have 6 hits in the game, but no runs to show for it. They've stranded 2 in each of the last 2 innings. Below pauses on the mound, looking in at his catcher Nestor for the sign. He's set at the waist. 1-1 pitch. Dotel, gassed by the fastball, comes up empty. It's 1-2. Jared Mitchell waiting on deck. One and 2 the count on Dotel. Below waiting for the sign again, taking his time. Dotel ready to hit. Here's the 1-2. That one missed way inside. Ball 2, 2-2. Dotel had to lunge out of the way. Wellington's second on the team with 57 RBIs this year. 7 homers. He's been with the Revs since the second week of May. 2-2 pitch, just fouled off, and he stays alive. Dotel went 4 for 6 with a homer in a doubleheader against Somerset back on June 13th. That was in Bridgewater, New Jersey at TD Bank Ballpark. 2-2 pitch coming up. He's ready to hit. Casilla out at second, Nash at first. And the pitch, Dotel fouls it off. Got a pitch up in the zone that he sent out of play down the right side. Count remains 2-2. 6-0 lead for the Patriots. Revs looking to cut into the deficit and break the shutout. Below has been really good against the Revs this year. He has been a tough one to figure out. He comes set on the mound again. Dotel waiting for the 2-2 once more. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Fastball upstairs. Dotel got a little bit tied up on that one, and he is out number 2 in the inning. Below is 3-0 with a 2.12 ERA and 3 starts against the Revs this year. Coming in, he had thrown 17 innings against the Revs, had given up just 4 earned runs with 18 strikeouts and only 2 walks. So he's not a guy who's going to issue many free passes at all. He has not walked a batter yet tonight. Now has 3 strikeouts after the Dotel punch out. So first and second with 2 outs for Mitchell. 6-0 deficit for the Revs. Below pauses, the leg kick and the pitch. Mitchell takes a ball a little bit off the plate outside of 1-0. Tim Detweiler's had a pretty consistent strike zone tonight. One another count, left on left for Below and Mitchell. Below set again. Tall lefty looks at second, checks first. Here's the 1-0. That's a fastball that misses down. It's 2-0. Talking to Jared the other day about fantasy football, comparing our 2 teams, talking about who we like this year, who we got in the draft. His team squeaked out a week 1 win. I have a couple teams. My main league did not go so well. Took a loss. 2-0 to Jared. Got the green light. He swings through it. But Jared is telling me about his team. He's a Saints fan from Louisiana. Talk about the Saints. Talk about my Eagles a little bit. But always a good guy to go to talk about some fantasy football if you're looking to have a fun convo. He's into it. 2-1 pitch coming up to the outfielder. He takes a strike on the inner half. It's 2-2. Not so sure he was happy about that call. Was wondering where that pitch was. Count even up at 2 with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Revs down 6-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Patriots playing Mitchell to pull in the infield. Huge hole between short and third. I mean, it is massive. 2-2. Mitchell sends it the other way, but that's a line drive foul out of play. Count stays even at 2. The third baseman, Sermo, is way behind the bag and pretty much on the line. The shortstop, Kelly, is playing up the middle. He's playing behind where Alexi is taking his lead in case he has to come back in for a pickoff attempt or to keep Alexi close. They are really playing Mitchell to pull. So Kelly's pretty much playing up the middle right now. So Mitchell, if he could just shoot one through that 5.5 hole, I mean, that's an easy knock and a run. 2-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Slider on the outside corner, called strike 3. And Jared Mitchell is rung up. So back-to-back strikeouts for Bilo to retire the side. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Third straight inning that the Revs have left 2 on. They're 3 full. It's 6-0 Pats. We'll go to the 4th next.
Get your tailgate on at Rutter's with Jumbo Chicken Wings. For a limited time, Rutter's VIPs earn triple rewards. 3 cents off per gallon of gas by purchasing delicious Jumbo Chicken Wings. Choose from 8 different mouth-watering flavors, including Old Bay and Buffalo hot sauce. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
Will I have saved enough for college by the time she gets her driver's license?
How can I ensure beautiful music is always made on the symphony stage?
When I retire, can I take that vacation I always dreamed about?
When life's persistent questions have you seeking answers, turn to Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help turn life's questions into financial plans of action and memorable outcomes. Smith, Mayer & Little, answering life's most persistent questions. Visit us at wealthofknowledgeyork.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Revs Time meets School Pride on Saturday, September 15th. It's High School Spirit Night at PeoplesBank Park, presented by UPMC Pinnacle. Cheer on your school and the spirited on-field performances of area cheer squads in the penultimate game of the York Revolution's 2018 season. Then stick around for the last fireworks show of the season, launched from center field. High School Spirit Night, Saturday, September 15th. Get tickets before they're gone. Visit YorkRevolution.com or call 717-801 hits.
Pastrami, sausage, turkey bacon, green peppers. Choose from over 30 toppings for Rutter's breakfast sandwiches. For a limited time, you can get 2 breakfast sandwiches for only $5 and earn 2 cents off per gallon of gas. Rutter's offers you breakfast all day long. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Michael Click. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WYK. First in York, first in sports.
6-0 lead for the Patriots. Mitch Atkins back out to work in the top of the 4th. He'll face the top of the Patriots order. Pacioli, Flores, and Chavez. Pacioli in center field again in game 2. 1 for 2 with a single and a run in this one. First pitch to him, fastball right on the outer black. Clark holds it. It's 0-1. 6 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for Somerset. No runs on no hits, or 6 hits, excuse me. It looked like a 0 out there, but it is indeed 6 hits, no errors for the Revs. So as Pacioli went around on that swing, it's 0-2. Revs got 2 more hits in the 3rd inning against Bilo. They've had 2 hits in each inning. And they have stranded 2 in each of the 3 innings so far. Now the 0-2 pitch. Chopper in front of the Castillo at 3rd. Bare hand play, throw to first, not in time. Pacioli digs it out. He's a speedster. He smelled an infield hit. Castillo did everything he could. Bare-handed that ball, got to it quickly, made a strong, accurate throw, but not nearly in time. And it's an infield single. $6-0 lead for Somerset. We're in the top of the 4th inning of game 2 of this doubleheader. Here's Ramon Flores, the left fielder. No outs and a man on first. Pacioli a short lead, a move over, and he dives back in safe. Atkins has gone over to first quite a bit tonight, making sure he keeps those Patriots runners close. This is a team that runs quite a bit. Base stealers at the top, base stealers at the bottom of the order. Another move to first, and Atkins firing it over there with some authority. Pacioli dives back in safe once again. 7 members of this Somerset Patriots team have double-digit steals. Another move over, 3 in a row for Atkins. The team leader is Pacioli. He had 33 coming into the day. He stole a base in game 1. Now a fly ball out to deep left field. Dotel a glove fake. This one's off the nemesis. Pacioli goes from first to third. Digging for 2 is Ramon Flores. Throw went into third. It's a sliding double for Ramon Flores. Second and third now with no outs in the top of the 4th. The Patriots have kept it going offensively now. 10 hits in the ball game. Double-digit hits against Atkins. He does not give up a lot of hits. He really doesn't. There's been some times this year where he has, but for the most part, keeps the opposing hit total low. Tonight has struggled a bit. 6-0 lead for the Pats. They're looking for more, though. As Andy Chavez digs in, takes a ball outside. The Revs will keep the infield back with no outs, already down 6-0. Still early in the game. We're only in the top of the 4th of 7. .1-0 pitch coming. Chavez takes it for a strike, low and outside corner. It's 1-1. Revs have not been able to take advantage of opportunities on the offensive end. They've left 6 runners on so far. Atkins checks third. The 1-1 pitch. It skips in the dirt, but Clark keeps it to his side on the left of him. Not far enough away for Pacioli to try to score on. Two 2-1 the count on Chavez. Major League veteran. 2-1 pitch, fouled off. And the count goes even at 2 with no outs in the inning. This is his first year with the Patriots, Chavez, second in the Atlantic League. Was with Bridgeport last year. Excuse me, was with Bridgeport in 2016. He led the league in hitting at .345 that year. The Venezuelan native, 13 years in the majors. Second and third with a 2-2 count. Chavez takes outside. It's full. Chavez had some really good major league seasons. In 04 with the Expos, hit .377 with 20 doubles, 34 RBIs, 32 stolen bases. He's been around that long. You know he's been around a while when he played for the Expos. They became the Nationals in 05. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Nasty changeup from Mitch at 76 miles an hour. Picks up strikeout number 4. And he's now 4 away from matching the Revs' single-season all-time record. So Endy goes down. Not many guys still in professional baseball that played for the Expos at some point, but Chavez is one of them. One out, and second and third, the Revs keep the infield back. Here's Sermo, the third baseman, swings and misses at a fastball high and away. 0-1. Starlin Arias warming up in the Revs bullpen right now. He looks to be the next guy in line after Atkins. Arias last pitched on September 6th against the Road Warriors, a scoreless inning. So it's been about a week. Atkins checks second. Here's the 0-1 to Sermo. He fouls that one. Looked like it went off the mask of Clark into the backstop. He says he's okay. Count 0-2. Atkins a chance to get out of this second and third no-out jam. He's got the first out. 0-2 now on Sermo, looking to pick up a punch-out. Ground ball wouldn't hurt. Pop-out will be good, too. Sermo 0 for 1. He struck out looking his last time up, walked and scored a run in the second inning. Mitch looks at third. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up in the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Atkins, 5 in the game. And he needed that punch out in a big way, and he got it. Second time Sermo's been punched out tonight. And with 2 outs and runners at second and third, here's the DH Nate Coronado. Coronado 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a strikeout. Mitch a chance to strike out 3 in a row and strike out the side. He now with 5 punch-outs in the game. Got those 2 punch-outs when he needed them the most. 6-0 Somerset lead top 4. Atkins looking to work out of a jam. First pitch to Coronado. The bat goes flying over the dugout and into the seats down the third base line. Somebody almost got drilled. I think everybody's okay, though. I don't think Coronado, I think he might have gotten a piece of that and fouled it off. I was too busy worrying about where that bat was going. I mean, that thing flew into the stands. Over the Revs dugout. It looks like everybody's okay. Excuse me, over the Patriots dugout. The count is 0-1 on Coronado. So he's going to ask for some pine tar, and he's definitely going to need it. Going to get some more on that bat. We've had a couple scary instances like that here at PeoplesBank Park this year. So Coronado will head back to the plate. The count is 0-1. There are 2 outs in the inning. It's 6-0 Somerset, top of the 4th. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. It's Pacioli at 3rd. He singled an infield dribbler to start the inning. Then Flores doubled off the arch nemesis. Atkins set, checks 3rd. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Nice pitch on the outer half, a cutter. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Coronado digs back in. See if Mitch Atkins can strike out the side. Here's the 0-2, chopper foul. That one over into the Patriots dugout. Coronado stayed alive there. Stranding runners at 2nd and 3rd with no outs would be huge. Revs already down by 6. They don't want the deficit to grow any larger. Atkins waiting for the sign from Clark. He wants it low in the zone. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Nasty slider low and away. And Mitch Atkins strikes out the side. He strands runners at 2nd and 3rd with no outs. He went strikeout, 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 all swinging. And the inning is over. 6 punch-outs for Atkins through 4 innings. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Revs down 6-0, looking to cut into the deficit.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
This is Logan Williamson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the 4th inning from PeoplesBank Park. It's 6-0 Somerset over York in Game 2 of this doubleheader, Game 2 of this 4-game series. The final series of the Atlantic League regular season. Revs playoff hopes are still alive as the Sugarland Skeeters have done a job and beaten the Long Island Ducks 3-1 tonight in Texas. So the Revs still alive. And even if they lose this Game 2 of the doubleheader, it does not mean the Revs are out. They do need to lose 3 of the 4 in this series to make the playoffs, so it wouldn't be the worst thing. Henry Castillo, Ryan Dent, Tyler Clark, 7-8-9 for the Revs in the fourth against Dwayne Below, who's been pretty solid tonight. He's given up 6 hits but no runs. Castillo takes the 0-1 pitch off the plate. It's 1-1. So because Long Island lost, Revs still alive. They need Long Island to lose out. Long Island 2 games left in that 6-game series with Sugar Land. If they lose both, the Revs can get in the playoffs. Castillo pops up the 1-1 out of play, right side. And the count goes to 1-2. Revs will live to see at least one more day. And again, even if they do lose this game too and get swept in the doubleheader, they will still be alive. Being able to take care of a win tonight would help because they know that they at least get that needed win out of the way. But either way, tomorrow will matter. 1-2 pitch coming to Castillo. That misses inside, almost clipped him, and it's incredible what the Revs have done this season given all the adversity they've been through. Roster moves based on injuries, guys getting signed, really anything. Guys needing to go to the inactive list, certain situations. As Castillo takes the 2-2 inside, it's full. To be in this position, to still have a shot at the playoffs going into the second to last day of the season, it is impressive, and it is made for a really, really fun second half, especially the month of August and into September. 3-2 pitch coming to the Castillo, the leadoff man in the inning. Here it is from Below. Chopper to third. Coming up on it is the third baseman, Sermo. He throws off balance to first in time to get Castillo. 1 up, 1 down. He saw 6 pitches, but Castillo grounds out to third to start the inning. Brings up Ryan Dent, who is the RBI man in this game. 1 for 1 with a single. Had 2 hits in game 1. The average up to 279 for Ryan with 16 homers, 57 RBIs. Impressive numbers across the board. He has had a really strong second half for the Revs. Hit .318 in August. Looking to keep that going and get the Revs on the board. They trail 6-0 in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Dent. It skips the catcher, Nestor. He keeps it in front. 1-0 the count. Man on first. No one on. And 1 down. Castillo grounded out to start the inning. Dent steps back in. Dent hitting .414 over his last 9 games. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to third. Backhanded by Sermo. Deep behind the bag. Long throw over to first. And he gets Dent. Back-to-back ground outs to third for Castillo and Dent. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up the 9-hitter Tyler Clark, who's 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last time up. Clark has done a great job against left-handed pitching this year, hitting .324 against southpaws, 11 for 34, with a double, a triple, and 4 homers against lefties. First pitch to him is a ball that misses outside, 1-0. Clark has also reached base at a .425 clip against lefties, with a .765 slugging percentage and a 1.190 OPS. Great numbers there. 1-0. He skies this one out to deep left field. Going back on it is Flores. He's at the track, camped under it. Ball finally comes down. Warning track power for Clark in the glove of Flores. And the inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning for Dwayne Below. He's fired 4 shutout frames. We'll go to the top of the 5th. It's the Revs 6 and the Patriots nothing.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit shipleyenergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
Hi, this is Steve Navaroli. Join me Saturday mornings at 9 for Central PA Game Day, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Tune in each week as we break down the latest in high school sports, including Friday night's big games, the week's top performers, and the rest of the sports scene both locally and nationally. Central PA Game Day, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Saturdays at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Six 0 Patriots over the Revs, top of the fifth inning from the bank. Michael Marcantonini on the broadcast with you. It's Justin Trapp, Mike Francoso, and Scott Kelly, 6, 7, 8 for the Patriots in the top of the fifth. Against new pitcher for the Revs is Starlin Arias out of the bullpen. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Arias takes over from Mitch Atkins, who gave up 6 runs all earned in 4 innings, gave up 10 hits, struck out 6, struck out the side to get out of the fourth, and stranded runners at second and third. He only walked 1 in his start, but he is on the losing end as he exits. And as Starlin Arias enters the game, this is his 11th appearance of the year. He's 0-2 with an 8.76 ERA in 12 1/3 innings. 9 strikeouts and 7 walks. Opponents hitting .321 against him. He'll be greeted by Justin Trapp to start his night. First pitch from Arias. Fastball that misses in. It's 1-0. 6 runs on 10 hits, 1 error for the Patriots. No runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Revs. Well, Trapp steps back out before hopping back in the box. Revs will look to get something going on offense. Next chance they get. 1-0 from Arias, misses high. It's 2-0. Trapp a pop out to second in the second, and a solo homer to left center in the third. He crushed that thing out to left center off Atkins. 2-0 from Arias. That one misses high. It's 3-0. So Arias has come in and has failed to get anything in the strike zone yet. .30 pitch coming up. Here it is from the right-hander. That misses high. Ball 4 way high. And a 4-pitch walk from a Starlin Arias to start his outing. Well, that'll bring up Mike Francoso, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of hard-hit singles to right field. .6-0 lead for Somerset with no outs and a man on first, top 5. Arias' first offering is a ball down and in. 5 straight balls from Arias to start the inning. As he will try to find the zone. Taking the mound for the first time in a week. He'll be the guy to try to get Francoso out this time around. He gets a strike over. And the count goes to 1-1. Mentioned in the last half inning that the Ducks lost tonight in Sugar Land, so the Revs' playoff hopes still alive. 1-1 pitch. That's over for a strike. It's 1-2. Regardless of what happens tonight in the outcome of this game, the Revs will still be mathematically alive going into tomorrow. Both the Revs and Ducks with night games tomorrow. If the Revs lose, they will need to win one of the next 2. If they win tonight and come back from down 6-0, they will need to lose the next 2. Arias set. Here's the 1-2 to Francoso. He picks on a high and in fastball, drives it down the right field line. That's a foul ball. If it was fair, it was going to go. But it is a foul ball. and the at-bat continues. One and two the count. Francoso holding the bat out in front of him. He gets set. Arias set on the mound now. Clark wants it low and away. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball high and away that misses. It's 2-2. It's an interesting situation, a strange situation for the Revs to be in, knowing that they can only win one game in this series to have their playoff hopes remain alive. 2-2 pitch, fouled off, left side. But at the same time, you can't go into the series, and they haven't done this, that you can't go in saying, oh, we'll just win the first and then we're going to end up having to lose the next three and try to lose. No, that's not the case. This is a very good Somerset Patriots team. They're in the playoffs. They clinched after the first half for a reason. And you saw Somerset come back in game one. They've taken it to the Revs so far in game two. It's all about winning one and not having to lose three first. 2-2 pitch is popped up left side foul territory. It's Castillo that catches the pop-up. One out now in the fifth. So if the Revs do not come up with the win tonight, they will really have to, turn it on and find a way to win either Saturday or Sunday. Preferably tomorrow night, so they don't have to worry about going into the last day of the season needing a win. It's much better, let's say the Ducks do lose tomorrow night and the Revs stay alive. It's better for the Revs to win tomorrow and get that out of the way than having to work. It's much easier to have to know that you don't have to win on Sunday as opposed to a must-win. Here's the K-man, Scott Kelly, and he grounds one up the middle. Dent to his left. He can't get it. It's into left center, a base hit. Trapp stops at second. A single for Scott Kelly. First and second now for the Patriots with one out. Their 11th hit of the game, first hit allowed by Arias. That brings up the 9-hitter Nestor. Nestor's done a good job behind the plate in this one. Catching game two of the doubleheader. It was Gonzalez behind the dish in game one. 6-0 Somerset, top five. Again, this is a 7-inning game. Mitch Atkins was only able to go 4. Now Arias comes set on the hill, looks at second. Now to the plate, first pitch to the 9-man Nestor is a called strike one, 0-1. For Atkins, only going 4 innings. 2 starts ago, he only went 4. Oh, no, that's Logan. I'm looking at the wrong one. That snaps a streak of 7 straight starts of at least 6 innings for Atkins as Arias gets a swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Nestor. The last time Atkins failed to complete 5 innings was back on July 22nd against Sugarland in game 1 of a doubleheader here. He went just 3 2/3 innings. Took the loss. That also snapped a 7-game win streak for Atkins. 0-2 pitch coming up to Nestor with first and second and 1 out. Revs down 6. Arias, the leg kick and the pitch. Fastball right down the middle, a called strike 3. 7th punch out of the game for Revs pitching, first for Arias. That's a big out, number 2. So Nestor heads back to the dugout. He's 1 for 3 on the night. Back to the top of the order for Justin Pacioli, the center fielder. He has a pair of singles, has scored a run. He'll take a couple dry cuts out of the box before stepping in. 2 outs and runners at first and second. 6-0 lead for the Pats. Revs looking to keep it that way, though. Somerset hasn't scored since the 3rd inning. First pitch, fastball up and in for a ball, 1-0. Patriots got 5 in the second, 1 in the third. The Revs had a 5-run inning in game 1 to take the lead when they were down 1-0, but eventually lost 6-5. Arias checks second. The 1-0 pitch, slider over for a strike. It's 1-1. Leadoff man Pacioli ready to hit. 2 outs in first and second. Here's the 1-1. Slider misses low and away. Revs will need to get something going with the bats. They have 3 chances left to do it, the 5th, 6th, and the 7th. No runs in this one. Looking to at least avoid the shutout. The Revs have 12 shutout wins this year, a franchise record, but in terms of shutout losses, they have 5 of those, 3 at home. Now a jam shot grounder out to short. Dent has it. Underhand flip to second. Casilla covering at the bag. And the inning is over. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 2 left in the inning for the Patriots. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 6-0 Somerset.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, First in York, First in Sports.
Bottom of the 5th inning, it's the Patriots 6 and the Revs nothing. As the Revs will look to get anything going against Dwayne Below, who's been really solid tonight. He's given up 6 hits, but he has not walked a batter. And he has stranded 2 runners on base in each of the first 3 innings. And then a 1-2-3 4th inning went ground ball, fly ball. He will face the top of the order, Harris, Casilla, Mesa in the 5th, 1-2-3. Harris in center field in Game 2 is the DH in Game 1. 1 for 2, infield single in the 1st, and lined out to short on a humpback liner in the 2nd. First pitch he sees, he swings at and fouls back. It's 0-1. He'll never get cheated on a swing. Harris is going to get his money's worth up there. Really interesting guy to talk to. Some of his philosophies and just his mindset about the game. Really positive guy. 0-1 pitch from Below. Hard hit single on 1 hop to the third baseman. Sermo bobbles it, recovers, throws to first, and Harris is retired. 5-3 on the putout. So Sermo's been busy lately. 3 of the last 4 batters have grounded out to him. After he didn't get any plays in any of the first 3 innings. Here's Alexi. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. 44 multi-hit games now for him. I mentioned that last time. An exceptional number for the 34-year-old veteran. First pitch to him is a breaking ball over for strike 1, 0-1. Revs down 6-0, bottom 5. 1 out and no one on for Alexi. See if he can pick up his 11th 3-hit game of the year. 0-1. Chopper grounded foul, third base side past the Pats dugout. Count goes to 0-2. Below has not had to work too hard tonight. He's needed to strand some runners. The first 2 batters that he faced in the bottom of the 1st reached, but he then went strikeout, line out, fielder's choice grounder. 2 of the first 3 reached in the 2nd, but he got out of it. 2 of the first 3 reached last inning as Casilla chops another one foul. Or excuse me, in the 3rd inning before the 1-2-3 inning last inning. 6 in a row set down by Below. The Revs looking to break that run that he's on. Count stays at 0-2 on Alexi. As Polo dishes out a souvenir to some fans. 0-2 pitch. Line drive left center field. That's down for extra bases. Casilla around first digging for 2. Throw in from Pacioli, not going to be in time. A stand-up double for Alexi Casilla. He's now 3 for 3 in the game, and he does indeed pick up his team-leading 11th three-hit game of the year. Single, double. He smoked that thing to left center. It actually died a little bit. I thought it was going to carry a little farther. But nonetheless, a one-out double.
Don't count him out of that race yet, Michael.
Nope. Absolutely cannot do that. 3 for 3. The average continues to climb for Alexi. Went 1 for 4 in game 1, so he's now 4 for 7 in the doubleheader. Wish we had the updated leaderboard right in front of us. Yeah. Constantly updating with those top 4. Here's Melky, swings and misses at a fastball. It's 0-1. Revs now have 7 hits against Bilo. That's the first one for extra bases. They still trail 6-0, but Melky could help the cause and help break the shutout here. 7 hits and no runs. Bilo looks at second. The 0-1 to Melky. Breaking ball smoked to the gap in left center. That's down for a base hit. Casilla will come around to score. Mesa digging for 2. The throw in is offline. A stand-up RBI double for Melky Mesa. Another RBI to his total, and the Revs have broken the shutout. A 6-1 game now. Another extra base hit for Melky. He keeps hitting, and you really can't get this guy down. The Milkman delivers once again. 86 RBIs on the year. That would put him for a tie with Blake Galen if he did not get any today. But Daryl, you are signaling to me that Galen picked up 2 RBIs today. So Galen at 88, Mesa still in second place at 86. But another extra base hit for him, 23 doubles for him. The Revs have broken the shutout. First pitch swinging is Telvin Nash. He fouls one off. Back-to-back doubles for the Revs. 8 hits now in the game. Mesa stays hot. Mesa now with 25 extra base hits in his last 35 games. 13 of those have been doubles. 9 homers, 3 triples as well. 38 RBIs now in that span. Now Nash takes the 0-1 inside. It's 1-1. So if you didn't catch that, in Mesa's last 35 games, 25 extra base hits. And now 40 RBIs in his last 35 games. Nash has 35 RBIs in his last 36. All of his 36 this year. 1-1 pitch, misses outside, 2-1. Mesa at second. He just brought home Casilla. It's 6-1 Patriots in the bottom of the 5th. A Friday night delivery for Melky, Daryl.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
All was on the clock.
The other thing he could lead in is extra base hits. He was up 1 entering the night.
He leads off second. The 2-1 to Nash, swing and miss, change up in the dirt, 2-2.
That was his 47th total extra base hit for the year. Maybe he was responsible for the ice cream delivery up here, not Ed.
Yeah.
He just channeled it through Ed.
It very could have been. I mean, Melky's going to deliver when he can, but if he's got a game to play, he's going to need a middleman. 2-2 pitch up coming to Telvin. He's due for a knock. Bilo ready to pitch. Fouled off right side. Count stays at 2-2. Well, Melky, 47 extra base hits now. A pretty impressive number. Continues to lead the league in slugging. Nash is a guy who can slug as well. Count is 2-2 on him with 1 out and a man at second. Revs down 5. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball spoiled foul, and Nash doing a great job hanging here. Count stays even at 2. Revs now with 8 hits in the game, but only 1 run. As a team, and even 190 doubles now. No, it's 191. They had 1 in game 1. Two-two pitch coming again to Nash. Bilo still out there. Leg kick and the pitch. Fastball down and away. It's full. No bullpen action for Somerset. That could change. Below up to 82 pitches. And in danger of walking his first batter of the night. Revs have gotten on the board in the inning. They've broken the shutout. Thanks to back-to-back doubles from Casilla and Mesa. Nash already a knock in this game, looking to make it 2. Below pauses, he's set. Look at second. The 3-2 once more. Swing and a miss. He got Nash tied up on the inner half of the plate. And that's out number 2. 5th strikeout for Below. 2 now in the inning.
Well, he's got to credit Below there. He threw a cutter more like a slider with as much break as that had on 3 and 2, and he made the pitch. The location was perfect. Started in where it was a strike and kept running.
Brings up Wellington Dotel, the left fielder, 0 for 2, struck out swinging his last time up. Mesa still at second, 2 down. Revs down 5 at 6-1 Patriots, bottom 5. First pitch to Wellington, he takes down in the zone, 1-0. And the Revs, Darryl, have been really patient tonight with Below, and part of the reason is that that's led to the 8 hits.
Yeah, they have. They haven't chased a lot. They just haven't been able to get the hits with men on base a whole lot. Only 1, really.
Dotel waiting the 1-0. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Fastball low in the zone. It's 1-1. Three of the Revs' hits are infield hits. The 2 this inning are not, though. First 2 extra base hits of the night against Below has led to a run. 1-1 pitch to Dotel. He flicks it foul, right side out of play. Count goes to 1-2. Revs looking for some 2-out magic with one of their better hitters, Dotel, at the dish. Dotel with 15 2-out RBIs this year. Chance to make it 16 with 1 swing. 1-2 pitch. Chopper left side of the diamond. It's going to be a tough play for Sermo. He bobbles it, can't make the play. And that should be an infield hit for Dotel. It is. The 4th infield hit of the game for the Revs. And now 1st and 3rd as Mesa moves up to 3rd on the play. 3rd hit of the inning for the Revs. 9 now in the game. Brings up Jared Mitchell. Right fielder who struck out looking his last time. He did single up the middle in the 2nd inning. Dotel with 19 infield hits this year, 2nd most on the Revs. Finding ways to get the job done. It's good placement by Dotel there, Darryl.
Yeah, it was. It reminded me a lot of the one at Somerset last Saturday in the 9th that was so big.
First pitch to Mitchell is a strike over the heart of the plate. 83 on the gun from Below. It's 0-1.
He didn't like that.
Well, Mitchell's had a couple issues with the strike zone tonight. You can't blame him for what he saw in his last AB. 1st and 3rd for the Revs. Down 5 in the bottom of the 5th. 2 down. The 0-1 pitch to Mitchell. Inside out swing. He fouls it the other way. Count goes to 0-2, and I think we might have just heard a not safe for a broadcast word from Mitchell down the field.
Oh, no.
Crowd mic picking up the gold. 0-2 the count on Jared.
I think he's red hot that he swung at that last pitch because the first one was called a strike.
Right. 0-2 pitch coming from Below. Revs trying to keep the inning alive. And the pitch, slider a little bit high in the zone and away. Mitchell takes that one. It is called a ball. And Mitchell just threw his hands up. I'm sure he's wondering why he hasn't gotten some calls earlier in the game. But that one definitely a ball outside.
Now the Patriot dugout chirping. They wanted that one, and he might have thrown his hands up toward them.
Definitely could have been it too. 1-2 pitch coming from Below. He looks at first. Dotel's there. It's Mesa on 3rd. 1-2 pitch. Mitchell takes that one, a called strike 3 on the outer half. Mitchell will just toss his helmet and bat away, walk away from the home plate umpire, Tim Detweiler, and the inning is over. 6th punch out of the game for Bilo. He gets out of a first and third 2-out jam. The Revs do get 1 run on Mace's RBI double. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Darrell Henry taking back over on the play-by-play. It's 6-1 Patriots.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
With the new Express Sports football and car racing from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can play your favorite sports at participating retailers, bars, and restaurants. Make your picks on your play slip, like touchdown pass on the 3rd play, or the first 3 cars to cross the finish line, and watch the fast-paced lifelike action on the big screen. With drawings for cash prizes every 5 minutes, there's never a dull moment. Come on. Come on.
Yes! Express Sports from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Compete from your seat. Players must be 18 or older. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 6th inning tonight in our 7-inning game. That is brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. Are you tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Gordon Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today. Let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment is best for you. Call 717-316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. First pitch to begin the 6th from Starlin Arias is over for a strike. We have mist just swirling in the air because why not? It is 6-1 Somerset. Arias, a scoreless 5th inning, stranded a couple. He fires and a ground ball right side. Alexi lays out, but a hit off the end of his glove and into right field. Mitchell will have to come in to glove it. And Ramon Flores, the hitter, is safe at first. His 3rd hit of the night, 3 for 4. Well, it was a final in Texas on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Sugarland defeated Long Island 3-1. Now the Revs will, no matter what, be alive still tomorrow. Here's Endy Chavez, who's 1 for 3, RBI single early in the game. First pitch is taken down low. If this score holds, the Revs would enter tomorrow needing to win one of the final 2 and have Long Island lose each of the final 2. Well, there is the stretch, the 1-0. And a line drive to right center. That's a hit. Flores gets the feet moving. He'll turn second and go first to third on it. And the Patriots with runners at first and third. And nobody out. And Jose Sermo to the plate. Doubleheaders all year have not been particularly kind, especially early in the season. It's evened out a bit in the second half, but Revs in danger of being swept in this one tonight. First and third, nobody out. First pitch is over for a strike. Again, though, with this crazy playoff situation, that would not be a
a be-all, end-all situation at all. Here's the 0-1, and that misses high, fastball. Patriots now with 13 hits in this one. Every one of their starters has either scored a run or driven in a run. They've all contributed. Pitch is over for a strike. Good slider there. You hear Tim Detweiler on that strike call, and after we left for the inning break, he and Mitchell had some continued words for probably 20 seconds or so as Mitchell made his way out toward right field. He was not pleased. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball up. And Sermo has struck out for the third consecutive time. Arias with his second strikeout. The Revs with 8 as a staff. Atkins had 6, which puts him at 137 to close the regular season, second in Revs history. And just 2 behind Chris Cody's record of 139 from 2013. Here's Coronado. First pitch is in the dirt, a slider. He is 1 for 3. Singled and scored in what was a 5-run second inning for Somerset. Atkins struck him out the following 2 times. The Revs in game 1 had a 5-run inning but lost 6-5 and 8. The 1-0, and that breaks down and away. Patriots do have bullpen activities, so Bilo gave him 5 strong innings despite 9 hits allowed, only 1 run. Pitch, fastball, it's a called strike. They have lefty Mike Antonini up. It's Michael's cousin, long lost. Oh, he's not so lost, he found him. Found his cousin. Revs have Carl Bryce up, so I guess he would not start tomorrow night. The 2-1, and a bouncing ball to second. Alexi steps up. Gloves only has 1 play. It's to first. It was hit too softly. RBI ground out for Coronado on the bouncer to second. Flores scores. It's 7-1. Chavez goes to second base. Tomorrow morning, it begins at 8 a.m. Our big day of football. It is Keystone Kickoff Game Day version presented by Neighborhood SureSave Markets. 9 a.m. Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli and Brett Petrak. Then at 11, the audio re-air of tonight's Red Lion at Central game. And then we'll join in progress the exciting action of Oklahoma at Iowa State in the early afternoon hours. Don't want to miss that. We'll be on tomorrow night at 6:10. And after our game tomorrow, USC at Texas in progress to close the night. Here's Justin Trapp, runner at second, 2 outs. First pitch fastball is a called strike. I know Art is listening. He was asking for a York High score earlier. They put up over 70. I know that.
Wow.
I don't know the final, but yeah, they won. Yeah. This is the pitch, and it's swinging a high fly left field. Dotel coming over into left center, not deep. He's under it, looking into the mist, and he squeezes it. So Trapp retired to end the 6th. 1 run scores on 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Somerset on top, 7-1.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC, 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia, NMLS ID 2925, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Bottom of the sixth, 7-1 Somerset, leading here in Game 2. Revs president Eric Menzer and his wife Kendall were a tandem on the Build-A-Burger contest between innings. We got Eric down there to take part in the on-field games. Meanwhile, lefty Mike Antonini is on for the Patriots. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Michael did not leave the booth. This is his cousin.
No, I'm here. We got to get back on air for this. But when are we going to get you down on the field to do one of these in-game activities?
You're not.
Okay.
You're not. I went to change the battery, and I went to get
that counts. Close enough.
I went to get a burger that you can eat. Here's Henry Castillo, and he slices the first pitch of the inning into right field, a base hit. Going the other way. Revs with their 10th hit of the game, despite just the one run. Leadoff runner, though, that's a start.
That'll work. But the burger you got, you didn't build that one.
No.
It was built for you.
No, our great staff on the first base side built it for me. There's Ryan Dent. I kind of did it backwards tonight. Dessert was first.
It happens. As long as you get it in at some point, though.
That was never in question. First pitch to Dent. That is a called strike. And you did the same tonight, did you not?
Well, when Ed brought us the ice cream, I put mine in the freezer for after my dinner. And so I got them in the normal order. Last time we had a doubleheader, that was rough, though.
Yeah.
The doubleheader, the ice cream and the water ice before dinner.
It was dinner. It's the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball sharply to third. Right there, Sermo, though. Goes to second for one. Trap will turn it 5-4-3. And some of the hard ground balls at this stage of the season, I think would have been torture for infielders in July, but the field has gotten so soft with all this rain.
Yeah, it's taken a beating. And, I mean, you saw the throw home that Mitchell made earlier in the game. Or was that even, it might have even been in game one, I forget. But
yeah.
That throw, I mean, earlier in the season, that probably gets the home plate much quicker because of the surface.
Here's Tyler Clark, who looks at a strike. Clark 0 for 2 tonight. 7-1 Somerset, bottom of the sixth. And Antonini, the lefty, has had a terrific year. He fires, and a foul back off the netting. You've had a terrific year too, Michael.
I appreciate that. I really do. It's been fun. I still haven't gotten to call an inning with Mike on the mound, though. I mean, he's a late inning guy, and You're our late inning guy. I'm the middle reliever.
Is the 0-2 way high with that? Well, I hope you have some middle relief next week.
Yeah.
See how this plays out.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be ready.
Antonini nods yes. Here's the kick. The 1-2. Breaking ball. It just missed. And now it's the Patriots who are upset. 2-2.
See, I prepare for a 136 game season, not a 126 game season. You hear that with major leaguers all the time. They're not preparing for 162. They're preparing for like 182, 190.
Pitch is a fastball, strike 3 called, and Clark knew it. And that one over the outside corner. I like the approach, Michael. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We'll go to the 7th tonight. Patriots lead in Game 2. It is 7-1.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Revs Time meets School Pride on Saturday, September 15th. It's High School Spirit Night at PeoplesBank Park, presented by UPMC Pinnacle. Cheer on your school and the spirited on-field performances of area cheer squads in the penultimate game of the York Revolution's 2018 season. Then stick around for the last fireworks show of the season, launched from center field. High School Spirit Night, Saturday, September 15th. Get tickets before they're gone. Visit YorkRevolution.com or call 717-801-HITS.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio. WOYK 1350, baby.
Head of the 7th, Carl Bryce is in the game. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Revs trail 7-1. We'll see Bryce for the first time in a while. He was last Thursday. An inning and 2/3 against the Road Warriors. He was on in relief of Troy Tersey last Thursday, a game the Revs won 11-10 in 11 innings. Mike Francoso will lead things off here in the 7th. Again, if this result holds, Revs will have to win one of the final 2 and have Long Island lose the final 2. The first pitch is in the dirt. And the only thing that could change in that scenario tonight is the Revs come back and win this game tonight. And then they would have the one win that they would need and the only win that they can have if they want to play next week. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball right field off the end of the bat. This will carry to Mitchell, who backs up a couple and makes the grab, 1 away.
Nice job by Bryce coming in, getting that leadoff man out. Now it's a 7-1 game in the top of the 7th, but still it's good to see him come in and get that leadoff man out.
This is his 7th appearance. He's also made 4 starts. They played Tim Detweiler out with Clark. Chatting with Bryce. I guess this is just about signs, no visit charged. Our pal Chase Hutchinson is loosening in the Patriot bullpen. And we'll get one last chance at Moz sticks tonight as Scott Kelly comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a sac fly. Bryce the pitch. It slides outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bryce 0-1, 7.27 ERA. The 1-0. And that misses low. He's had a couple, though, where he's impressed, particularly, including a start at Somerset on August 18th. That was probably the best outing that he had, stepping up a level to the league this year, actually stepping up multiple levels. 2-0, and that's over for a strike. Start August 18th in Jersey. Took a 1-hit shutout into the 5th, went 4+, giving up 1 run. The 2-1, and a breaking ball just missed away. Mace recently gave him a very specific set of things he feels Bryce needs to work on to be a little more consistent, advance the career. 3-1. And it just missed, up and away. So Kelly walks. He is a 1-out base runner. And like most of these guys, a threat to run. He's got 10 steals this year, but he's 3rd in Patriot history in their all-time list. Here's John Nestor, who's 1 for 3, RBI blue pit. Kelly's got an even 100 in his Patriot career. First pitch, a swing and a miss fastball. His high was 38 back in 2016, 4th in the league that year for Kelly. 0-1 on Nestor. And Bryce sets, fires, swinging a pop foul, backing out of play. And it'll be interesting to see what they do catching wise in the postseason. Yovan Gonzalez has come back from injury. Don't know if he's 100%. And a wrist injury early in the year. Pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball away, gets Nestor swinging. That is out number 2. Now, if Gonzalez is 100%, I mean, he's been one of their go-to guys for 3 years now. All-star last year. But Nestor pretty highly regarded, especially defensively. 2 down. Here's Pacioli at the top of the order. Kelly at first. 7-1 Somerset in the 7th. And Bryce the pitch. It is down low. Snuck between the legs of Clark, but quickly spots it. Tomorrow night, we don't know who the Revs are starting. Somerset will go with David Kubiak, who's 8-2 with a 2.51 ERA.
Keeping the element of surprise available. Revs have a couple options. And the fact that they've added a couple pitchers late in the season gives them a little bit more depth to work with.
And Bryce ready. He's got the old school stirrups tonight. He fires. And a bouncing ball to third. Castillo backs up along the line. He gloves it. Long throw. Bounced. And they got him. Nash holds the bag. Falling onto his backside. He makes the pick. Holds onto the ball and holds the bag long enough. Nicely done on a deep ground ball to third. No runs, hits, errors, 1 left. Scoreless inning for Bryce. And it's the last chance for the Revs tonight, trailing 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Chase Hutchinson is on. Revs dealt him in March to acquire Atkins. Former Revs lefty will face the top of the order. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 7-1 Somerset. Hutchinson not only facing his former Revs teammate here, but his former Mets organization teammate Alonzo Harris, who will lead things off. So 1 for 3 tonight. Infield hit in the first. First pitch is down and in as Harris kicks the back foot out of the way. Revs 10 hits, but they've stranded 8. Somerset's actually stranded 9. One-0. And that's a called strike over the inner half. Harris again was kicking the back leg. Maybe thought it was in off the plate. Hutchinson 5-1. This is his 50th appearance. 3.45 ERA. And fires. And a swing and a foul against the netting. 1-2. He has made a couple of appearances here. I believe this is his third in this ballpark since last postseason when he was Championship Series co-MVP along with Telvin Nash. And he's clean shaven now. Barely recognized him last weekend. Now ready, kicks, fires, fastball, misses up and away. 2-2. Tomorrow night we're on at 6:10. It's a 6:30 first pitch. High School Spirit Night presented by UPMC Pinnacle. Post-game fireworks. The Pop Socket giveaway to the first 500. Pitch is off the plate away. Good eye. 3-2. And the Revs, unless they have a big rally here, they will need to win one of the next two. And watch the scoreboard as well. 3-2. And it's down and in. That'll skip to the backstop. Harris a leadoff walk. So he's on for the second time tonight.
Did you see that path he just took to first base? It looked like he was zigzagging.
I missed that. Even a simple trip 90 feet down to first base he makes entertaining.
Yep. And I love it.
That is the Zoe path to first base.
Zoe time.
Here's Alexi, who's 3 for 3, double and a run, up to 332, and he takes the first pitch strike. It's actually the first walk the Revs have drawn in this game. Now they want to change the sign and dim the LEDs. Hutchinson has one of those slightly lower arm angles and a little bit tall. 0-1. Down and in, and Alexi has to dive across the plate.
right in near his feet, and he somehow avoided it, and Nestor somehow made the pick over to his left.
It's a heck of a play right there. Good job by Alexi not to get drilled in the lower leg area.
Hutchu is listed at 6'5". Has his sign from Nestor. The 1-1, swing and a miss as he went in on Casilla. I'm not sure that's where Nestor wanted it, but it worked. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hutchinson to the stretch, fires, and a ground ball the other way. That's going to get through. And Alonso will round second, and they have no chance with his speed. He'll go first to third. And it's a base hit the other way for Casilla. They had trapped toward the middle slightly. Gaping opening on the right side of the infield. He found it. He's 4 for 4. What a night.
A 4-hit night. Alexi just keeps hitting. And what did I say coming into this broadcast? Hey, if Alexi, goes 500 or so this series, he's got a shot at that batting title. Wonder if him and Melky have talked about that race at the top.
Yeah. I wonder. That probably puts him at 333. First pitch to Mesa, that's way outside. He's at 332 before that hit.
That was the 10th time a Rev has had a 4-hit game this year. Casilla, I believe that is number 3 in 4-hit games for him. Yes, that is his 3rd 4-hit game.
Pitch to Mesa, it is off the plate outside, 2-0.
Last 4-hit game for a Rev before Casilla tonight was Mitchell. That was on September 6th against the Road Warriors.
As a team now 11 hits tonight. Here's the 2-0. Swing and it's fouled back over the roof. Malky 1 for 3, RBI double. League leading 47th extra base hit. 86th RBI, and he's 2 behind Blake Galen for the league lead there in way fewer games. Hutchinson ready. The 2-1, down and in. Again, Nestor slides over to make the pick. Hutchinson not particularly sharp to begin this 7th inning, and they have a righty up throwing now. They used the closer Kelly in game 1. Well, that was a pretty quick inning for him. Now Hutchinson the stretch. 3-1. Swinging a bouncing ball softly to third and knocked down by Sermo, and it ricochets into shallow left. It's going to be an RBI. Casilla goes to third. They'll score an error on the third baseman. It's 7-2. Mesa's got his 2nd RBI of the night, though. Number 87 of the year, regardless of it being an error. And there are still no outs in the inning.
Hey, never too late to start a rally, and another ribby for Melky. That's big.
High chop. Sermo tried to go to his left, and the hop ate him up. And it's 1st and 3rd again. Still no outs. And here's Talvin Nash, 7-2.
How about a rally to tie this game? That would be something right now.
Walk, single, error is how the inning has started. Nash is 1 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch, it is off the plate outside, 1-0. Well, let's just say he got a hold of one. If he were to do that, it would be a 2-run game. Tying run is in the hole right now. The 1-0. And it's inside off the glove of Nestor. Goes to the backstop. Casilla coming in at 7-3. Mesa goes to second. And they'll score that. A pass ball.
Well, that'll work. Any way you can get runs in late in the game, doesn't matter how you do it. And the Revs taking advantage of Hutchinson being a little wild. Looks a little phased out there after giving up a couple knocks.
He does not appear to be comfortable at all just yet. It is a 2-0 count. Malky leads from second, pitch to Nash. Hard two-seamer in at the knees for a strike. That had some serious movement. Hutchinson gets that power two-seamer working from that angle. And now time asked for a guy to be from a little bit lower angle and throw that hard. That is tough. He's ready. And the 2-1. That misses way outside. Change up there, well out of the strike zone. Now he does kind of step across and throw across his body a good bit. Three balls and a strike to Talvin. Dotel is on deck. And Hutchinson to the plate. Swinging a ground ball, left side, diving stop. Kelly up to his feet, sidearms to first for the out. Mesa goes to third with one away. And Kelly makes sure they get their first out of the inning. He went into a half dive, ended up in kind of a sideways slide to his left, and then up to his feet to make that throw.
That makes things really interesting right there. If that gets up the middle for a base hit, it would be a 7-4 game with no outs and a man on first. Still plenty of opportunity for the Revs in the inning, but that would have been big.
Here's Dotel. First pitch, fastball, it's a called strike. And that might be the first strike one that Hutchinson's thrown. It is Logan Kensing who's up in their bullpen. Now ready, here's the 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball to short. This one routine for Kelly. He fires to first. Run does score. Mesa comes home. It's 7-4. And Dotel picks up the RBI, his 58th of the year. Base is empty, 2 outs. Revs need 2 base runners to have a chance. Jared Mitchell will bat. It'll be an unearned run, as will any additional runs. Here's Mitchell, who's 1 for 3. First pitch, fastball, it's a called strike.
He's had some trouble with the strike zone tonight. Hasn't gotten the benefit of the doubt at the plate as Mitchell. So we'll see what happens this time around with Tim Detweiler.
On the 0-1, swing and a miss. There's that power two-seamer running down and in. Revs down to their final strike tonight. 0-2 with 2 outs in the 7th. 7-4 the score. 3 runs on the board this inning. 0-2, breaking ball missed inside. Revs need 3 more, or they need to win one of the next 2 and continue to get help. That's where this thing has come to. Hutchinson back on the rubber, staring in. And he sets. Here's the kick, the pitch. It's in the dirt. Slider.
It's a great take there from Mitchell.
That lefty is stepping right at him when he starts that pitch. Only a handful of folks remain. They're trying to start the wave. As we play well after 11 p.m. Pitch, swing and a miss. That time the slider up out of the dirt and gets him to end it. And I don't know, does Hutchinson know the game's over? Because he just started walking off toward their dugout.
Yes, he did not.
It was a 7-inning game, and that is the end of it. 7-4 is the final score, so the Revs will have to win one of the next 2 and have Long Island lose the final 2 at Sugar Land. And that is what it has come to here in 2018. For the Revs in the 7th, 3 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, nobody left.
7-4 the final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Get your tailgate on at